Okay, so now that I finally cracked the top 10 of my top 30 anime list with an anime that, while really well beloved, many might consider a little underrated, a little bit more underrated than they would like, just not enough people have seen it, at least not enough to apparently justify season 3, but that's another story in general. I am, of course, talking about Spice and Wolf. A anime that, on premise alone, makes some people raise their eyebrows. This talking wolf girl who gets naked at times, who travels along with this somewhat awkward guy all around Europe. The Europe part is the most important of that because of the medieval European setting. This show, yes, it focuses on the relationship there, and yes, you do see a lot of the naked wolf girl, hello, but that's not really a big deal in the anime too much. And honestly, it really does add to the dynamic between her, and Lawrence. But one of the main cruxes of the show is it's focused on medieval economics. Each arc has a specific focus on medieval economics, whether it be currency manipulation, or smuggling, or just making a really bad business move on it. It has a very interesting approach to how it goes about making medieval economics entertaining. But that's also helped out by the fact that you have the supernatural element of the wolf girl and the strong relationship and dynamic between Hello and Lawrence and their travels together. And each locale is interesting enough. They are the core of the story, and the medieval economics help everything, but without those two, it wouldn't work as well. Hello is the wise wolf, can make all these decisions, but she's also rather brash-headed, and can cause a little trouble sometimes. Not too much, but she's a lot smarter than Lawrence, but Lawrence also helps kind of ground her a little bit, and she helps to ground Lawrence. Lawrence is the businessman who honestly would have been really screwed if he hadn't known Hello by now. He would have been in debt, or he would have gotten in several bad situations where he's made bad decisions. He's still a good businessman, and maybe you could argue he wouldn't have been in those situations without Hello, but because of Hello, he gets out of them. So there's this good give and take relationship between the two, where Hello needs Lawrence kind of for this emotional support that she hasn't really had in hundreds of years, but Lawrence needs Hello for the same reason, and plus, he wouldn't really be as successful as he is without her right now. He was a successful merchant, but not as successful as he is becoming, and he wouldn't have survived a lot of these situations without Hello. So, of course, you could argue, like I said, whether he would be in them or not, but hey, having a girl who can turn into a giant wolf kind of helps get you out some tight bonds. The main problem with this anime, though, is the fact that it really just kind of ends. There's like, the anime adapts 4 of 5 chapters, and it's about 5 chapters into the, 4 or 5 volumes of the light novel series, and it's about 5 volumes into the series. It just skips one of the volumes because it would be, if they were going to end it, it's better to end it on the 5th one than the 4th one, so that's probably why. But there's about 12 other light novel volumes in the series, and where it ends is an okay stopping point, but it's very unsatisfying for people who aren't going to go read the light novels, and I can understand that. But that doesn't change the fact that this show has a very good cast, has some really good music, the animation can be pretty good at times, and just the story, the world they're in, and just this mixing of medieval economics and the supernatural element it has is really interesting, fresh, and really just kind of gives you a unique experience while you're watching it that you don't really want to end. And that's why it's good enough to make number 10 on my top 30 anime list.